Hello, today is Saturday, April 5th, 2025, and I'll be doing today's New York Times hard Sudoku puzzle. And before we get started, don't forget to like and subscribe, and please leave a comment below. I would greatly appreciate that. And if you'd like to try the puzzle yourself, I have two links to the puzzle in the description. One to the New York Times website, which will take you to the New York Times website, which is how I do the puzzle for this video. And then the second link is for Sudoku Pad. So if you prefer to do the puzzle in Sudoku Pad, I have a link to do the puzzle there, and you can do it on their website or on their app if you have that. And with that being said, let's fill the grid. Okay, so right away I see a 4 here and a 4 here, and a 4 here actually. So we can place a 4 right away. Right there. There's a 9 here and a 9 here, which means 9 is going to be up here somewhere, but I will not mark that just yet. This 7 and this 7 both look into this box, along with this 7 looking across, so a 7 can be placed right there. 4 here and 4 here looks up into this box. So 4 is going to be in one of these two cells. 2 here and 2 here. We'll put a 2 in one of these two cells. And actually 6 and 6 look up into the same two cells, or into the box. And so 2 and 6 are limited to these two cells within this box. And now 8 looks over here, so 8 can be limited to these two cells in this box. And that means 8 is in one of these two cells, and this 8 looks up at this cell, so we have an 8 right there. This 2 looks across, and this 2 looks up. So we're going to have 2 in one of these two cells. So we have a hidden pair, hidden 2-4 pair right there. This 6 looks across. 6, or actually this 6 looks across also. So this is going to be a 6. This 8 looks down, meaning 8 has to go right here. So this 8 looks across, and this 8 looks up, this 8 looks down, so 8's going to be in one of these two cells. We actually have a pair back here in this box. So this is a 3 and a 9, or a 3 or 9, and a 3 looks at this cell. So this is a 9, and this is a 3. And this 3 and this 3 now look over here to this box. Okay. So, what about this column here? We need a 4, 8, and 9. Yeah, not going to mark anything on that yet. What about this column though? We need a 1, 5, and 7. So 7 actually looks at this cell, and this 7 looks at this cell. So this is the only spot for 7 in the column number 1. So now we have a 1, 5 pair left in this column. Okay. 9 and 9 look into this box. So this is a 9 right here. And that 9 looks up into this box. This 9 looks across. So this has to be a 9. And now that 9 and this 9 look down into this box. And this 9 and this 9 actually look down here and have to be in these same, the same two rows. So over here in this box, 9 is going to have to be in one of these two cells. And we have a 9 looking down at this cell. So this is our 9 for box number 7. All right, what's left here? This is, so 4. This 4 looks down at this cell. So one of these two cells is 4, and that points here. So that makes this a 2 and this a 4. And what do we need in this box? Still, we need a 4, 5, and 8. So 5 looks across here. This has to be a 5. This has to be, for the row here, we have a 2 and an 8 left. So that makes this have to be the 8. And this is a 2. And this is a pair. So it's a 4 set, or no, 4, 8. 4, 8. And that makes this a pair. 1 or 3. And that makes this a 4 or a 2. No, not a 2. 4 and 5. 4 and 5. So 4 looks at this cell, if you see this 4 here. So this is our 5, this is our 4. Now we can mark 4s down here. 5 looks up, this 5 looks across. So 5 is in one of these two cells here in box number 1 now. All right, so what about this box here? We need a 1, 3, and 8. That's 1, 3. Okay. 1, 3, and 8. I'm going to just mark this column since it's only 3 candidates left to place, 1, 3, and 8. Okay, so where's 5 going to go? 5's got to go in one of these two cells. Let's look at this column. We need a 2, 3, 6, 7. 2, 3, 6, 7. Oh, 7 has to go in one of these two. Oh, this 7 looks across. Oh no, this could still be 7 up here. Four. Where's 4 gonna go? 4 has to go in one of these two cells down here. What about this column? We need a 2, 3. I already, yeah, 2, 3, 6, 7. So this has to be 3, 6. All right, let's oh, okay. This 8 looks across, this 8 looks down, so 8 is going to be in one of these two cells. That doesn't really do much, but I do want to mark that. This is down to 3, 6, we said. All right, let's go back up to the top. So 8, 8, and 8. 4, 4, and 4, 9s, 7s. What about 1? One, it has to go in those 3 cells. What about 2? 2 is somewhere in here. 3. We have 4. 5 is, 5. 5 we have limited to these two cells. 6. 7 we have marked, 8 and 9. All right, so this is all marked up. This is all marked up. Oh, this is 7 right here, one of these two. One, 2, 3, 5, 6. It's starting to get messy, All right, what about this column? This is a 1, 3, 4, 5, 7. About, oh, 2. Okay, this 2 looks down. These 2 given 2's look across. So this is a 2. All right, this may help a little bit. So this 2 is limited to these two cells. All right, it doesn't help as much as I thought, but now let's look at 9. So we have 9 placed. 4, 4, 7, 5. All right, let's look up here. 1, 2, we have limited. 3. Four is in the box. 5 is marked. 6. 7 can go here, 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 or here. 8 and 9 are in the box. That's not very helpful. All right, let's look down here. We need 1. So 1's looking down. 1 has to be here. We have 2, 3. 4 is limited to here. 5 is limited to these two cells. 6, 7, 8. And 9 we have limited. So we're down to 8, 9 right here. 4, 8, and 9. What about here? Where can a 1 go? 1 goes here, here, or here. 2's in the box. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 is marked and 9's in the box. So the only box left to mark up is this. So let's do it, even though there's a lot of candidates that can go in here. So 1 is going to go here. Really, any of these cells. 2's in the box. 3 can go anywhere. 4 is marked. 5. 6. 6 looks across, 6 looks down, so 6 actually has to be right here. That points over here, so actually that places a 3 over here. All right, so let's clean this up a little bit. This is a 2, 6, 7 pair now, so this can't be a 6. All right, let me just come back down here and remove some of this before I go any further. Okay. So back up here, we have a 1, 3 pair. All right, so this means this is not 1, 3 anymore. Okay. All right, so we have a 2, 6, 7, 1, 3, 5, 5, 6, 2, 5, 6, 7. All right. One, 5, 8 in this box. This is down to 1, 5, so the only place for 6 now is right here. So 3, what about 3? Oh no, 1, 5, 3, we already knew that. All right, what else can we look at here? This is 1, 5, 8. Right, what am I missing here? One, 3, 9. Nope. Oh, the 2, 6 pair. The 2, 6 pair takes 2, 6 out of here. Makes that a 1, 3. Okay. And now that pairs with this 1, 3. So now 1, 3 is not there anymore. Okay, so this is a 9. This is now a 6. And this is 2. Okay. All right, so let's clean this up. There's no 6s in this box anymore as candidates. This 9 makes this an 8. Makes this a 4, this is 8. This is a 1, 3 now looking down into this box. So this can't be an 8 anymore. This has got to be a 5. So this is 9. This is a 4. This has to be 1. This is 3. Okay, I think we finally cracked it after a little bit of sweat there. All right, so this is a 4. Now we have a 1, 5 pair here, so this can't be 1, 5. We have a 3, 7 pair looking back here. So this 8 means this has to be a 1. This has to be 5, and this is 8. Back here, this is a 5, and this is a 1. All right, let's go. We can go a bunch of places here, but let's go here. What about this 5? So up here, we can take 5 out of here. So the only place for 5 in this box is right here. Okay, so this here is a 1. Means this is a 3 and this is a 5. Now this is 1 and this is 3 and this is 8. Alrighty, let's see. This can't be 3. This has to be a 1. Okay, that makes this a 1 and a 3. This is 3 or 7. This is a 6. This is 6. This is 2. This is a 7. This is 2. This is 6. This is 7. And finally, this is a 3.